What do you do when tragedy strikes a garden? Well, we still got two great big ones. And I'm gonna go ahead and plant some perennials. Come on, let's plant. Hope you can see these scorpions down in here and these reapers. A bunch more of them are turning red. I need to mix some of that up and spray on everything. Keep the critters off. I did soap that Kershaw down, but I had to take a day off from the garden yesterday, and obviously they got in the garden. The battery in the electric fence failed, so I had to replace that, and it had to charge up all day today. It's back working, so hopefully we'll keep the critters out from now on. But they've done their damage. And yeah, by taking the day off, I got tons that need to come in. But you know what? When you take a day off and you feel bad about the garden, my wife always taught me, go shopping. So I have that illness. I stopped by to see if there wasn't anything we could live without, and one of the box stores had a clearance. And in an organic garden where you're not using any kind of chemicals, it's not always rosy. Sometimes it's coneflower. We did plant some echinacea seeds. We'll see if those ever come up. But since they were basically giving these away, I got two of them, and we got plenty of time for these roots to establish, and then when they die back, they'll winter over just fine. And then we're gonna have good, strong, healthy plants in the spring, bring in the pollinators. And we're gonna get a little color for right now. So let's go ahead and get these in the ground. Yes, that's a shovel you see. He's digging in the no-dig garden. But here's the deal. That root ball is big enough. We want to go down. I want to make this hole deep enough that we're going to be able to accommodate those roots. Look at the roots on that. Now I am going to go ahead and break this apart just a little bit. That's a little deeper than we needed it to be. Some of that soil back in there. But that's good and loose down at the bottom. It'll allow those roots to continue to spread out. And I'm just going to backfill up to the crown. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm going to give it a drink, and then it'll get good and watered in, and we'll just mulch in here around it. There you go. Let's go get the other one in. This year's kind of challenging, but every year's kind of challenging. We've had years where we had blister beetles. The little yellow striped ones come through and eat half of the garden in one night. This year I've been fighting the black and gray blister beetles. Every year we fight the vine borers, but we're still getting good squash. I've had the hot wire up for several years because there's things out here in the country that like to eat what we like to eat. And it's a challenge, and I know we're going to share some things, so I'm not so disappointed. I mean, I've been bringing in more than we can handle. I've been giving away just a bunch. That's what makes this fun. Well, let's go ahead and put a little more color in. And these are big enough, I probably could go ahead and divide these, but I'm gonna let this get good and established, and then we'll see what comes back next spring, and we'll divide those. I probably could divide this a little bit, but I really don't have room to put a whole bunch of divided plants out here. Even though we have bugs sharing things, we still have a bunch planted. We still have a bunch producing, and I'm going to plant some more. Right here in this tomato line, this is a good safe place to put this, and then next year when they come back, we'll see what we get. As these seeds mature, I'll just scatter that around the garden, help with the chaos gardening. That front they were teasing us with finally got here, and it is cooled off. And it looks like I got a bunch more beans to pick. We might even get a little bit of rain tomorrow. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Definitely had a few vines go. So we'll go ahead and get this butternut. Get this one. I see two more over here that I'm going to go ahead and bring in. While you're thinking about what you want to plant for your fall garden, think about your perennials. You still have plenty of time to get those roots established. They'll die back like normal, and they'll come back next year. And even if it all seems lost, it's not. Critters didn't get it all. Critters actually didn't get very much of it. So on the way over, I got another one. So we got butternut squash and zucchini. We got a bunch of tomatoes on the counter. You can do this too. It's still summer, we're still planting annuals and perennials. We got several more, but I even saved one of Rita's little cherry tomatoes that we got from seed. I'm gonna take that up to the house and share that with my wife. You can do this too. Till next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.